Curry is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse, wanna take all my chips, wanna pop off the like hummus C-dip. Acrobat with the flip, money flow like a battleship, Diddy the new, deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakesh.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Glennon. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So McCown comes up as the Jets have it 1st and 10 at the 20. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Bortles. And this is incomplete. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year in the AFC Championship game?
Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the...
You gotta hold the button, not tap it. I gotta see who the fuck this Anderson dude is running my ball. I don't even have a running back named Anderson. That's some kind of glitch because my dude that subbed there got hurt. Alright. We'll fix that and sit your ass down too for that.
47-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Glennon. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, if you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. Going up top. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now Osweiler on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to
Please
throw.
have a $310 PSN code for the game. Please my gamer tag name is
He
McDock2828.
reaches the 4-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Osweiler got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Osweiler now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Here's Darquan. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Osweiler. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll run with Darkwa. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting.
All right. Since my other guy got hurt, I need to change something because he going to get hurt because he ain't got nobody relieving him. Actually, I know exactly what I do. Pull him out of there.
Third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Leopard!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere.
I don't understand these substitutions. I just clearly just put in a new starter, but it's got something to do with all of this shit that I don't understand. Running back 12, running back backup, running back this. So linebacker, slot wide receiver, whatever you are, you get out. Whatever you are, you get out. We'll make all our subs manually.
He's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Osweiler on second.
Get it over his head. Man, you can't throw.
The linebacker Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're going to be laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And now running right through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Glennon now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Safarian-Jenkins as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now here's Johnson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over.
All right. Let's make some decisions. Blake, you get one more chance.
They head out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now here's a...
Strong safety. shit. You been so slow.
Pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
372.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there.
Okay.
A nice
This
hit.
team
Jars the
just
ball
don't want to
free
win.
and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
They don't want to win. I can't do nothing with a team that don't want to win.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. Into heavy
Bortles,
traffic,
you're done.
and it's
You're done,
intercepted.
period. You're done, period, Bortles.
Linebacker Telvin Smith.
You're
And they're
done,
going to set
done.
up
Oh,
shop
my
at the
God.
32-yard line.
What a dude.
First
Oh, my
possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Switch.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Patriot. Detroit. Hey, alert 3.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score, and now they get to go out there and do their part.
New York set to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. It's caught by Corral. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Detroit!
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
12 more yards there and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
McCown throwing on second. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Leopard!
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Osweiler in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Glennon. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out. And the Jets have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. It's Osweiler again. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Osweiler. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Osweiler will throw again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Leopard! Leopard!
They getting the play in again.
No. Check. Patriot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Leopard!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a handoff looking right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Glennon now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Hot.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Leopard. Check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They and that comeback and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you want